This is another incredible and most important episode of Aak Samson Speaks.
Right.
I'm here with a brother of great importance.
Absolutely. It is the irreflected one, you know what I'm saying? The timeless one, you feel me? It's the man amongst men. It's the, you know what I'm saying? It's the Grey Goose, man. You know what I'm saying? Formerly known as the Grey Goose, currently known as the Heartbreak. You know what I'm saying? The nigga that make them bitches' legs shake. It is your boy. It's Sean.
It's Sean. Say what? Wait. Is you not allowed to do that anymore?
Nah, I can't do that, brother.
It's the G, the E, the Y, the G, the O, the S, the E. Is Diddy.
No Diddy. No Diddy, brother. Listen, I'm Sean Carter hanging on by a thread, bro. He do some wild shit, my nigga. I'm just gonna have to wrap this shit on up, my nigga. Change my name.
Since when is Sean Carter hanging on by a thread? A nigga who barely makes any statements in the news is hanging on by a thread.
But everybody down, bro.
This one is Jay-Z.
Jigga.
Been next up on the freaky ass nigga list.
My nigga, in the comments, they believe it's coming, my nigga.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Can we stop letting 50 Cent
dictate?
You know what I mean?
The fucking witch hunt of the horse wrangler.
Yes, yeah. like 50 Cent. You are a former thug gangster. Like, since when are you a Republican candidate all of a sudden?
Yes, man. That man is cleaning up the streets, man, of the ne'er-do-wells, man, that look like him, man. It's tragic.
Of the last 30 years, we have a slightly, you know what I'm saying, unfavorable motion of Jay-Z pushing his hand towards a woman's face.
Yeah.
We have Solange whooping Jay-Z's ass.
Clearly.
And we have the album Lemonade.
Yes.
Has there been any other stains on his jacket?
Nah, man, but they say it's coming, man. They say it's coming, brother.
Okay, we did get when he tried to join the football side of things against
when he was talking about Colin Kaepernick. Well, he said Colin Kaepernick gave him the okay and the, you know what I'm saying, the thumbs up, which came out to be not true. Allegedly.
That was a dumb lie, Jay-Z. Listen, don't get me twisted. I said on another podcast, shout outs to them. Don't quote me podcast. I said I'm never coming out to defend somebody I don't know.
Yeah.
However, I will say I don't know 50 Cent, and I'm sick of people dick riding him. Yeah, I mean you're dick riding 50 Cent.
Word is bond.
Yes, yeah, they act like he is a lead detective.
Well, nigga, for somebody who had so many questionable, my nigga, is he snitching or is he the feds? My nigga, he's stepping into that role, my nigga, quite comfortably.
He came out on his Instagram and said, "Oh, California not prosecuting petty theft. That's sure to lead to a lot. I just don't understand it.
I don't understand it. Can somebody help me understand it?"
The man put on the loosest, dumbest suit I ever seen in my life and went and spoke to a news reporter about laws in California. He doesn't even live in California.
Nah, man. That man is working off Republican talking points, man. He's working off conservative talking points.
For what? What do you think his pivot is? Do you think?
I think he's now in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Which is a red state. Shout out to Texas, though.
What is it about Texas that just makes people more conservative?
Because it seems freer. It has the illusion of freer. Like they feel like they're not paying your New York people, your California people. They ain't paying them outrageous prices. You know what I'm saying? You can get a 92 bedroom mansion for pocket change and shit. And so they just think, oh, this is the greatest fucking Shangri-La that's ever existed.
Yeah, please don't let a hurricane come and fuck your whole house up in Texas.
Don't let it freeze out there, man.
Because they ain't paying that either. I'm telling you that right now, man.
Don't let the fucking windmill stop going, man.
It's so free, man. It's so free. Because none of your tax dollars is going to help you, man.
Exactly.
You want to know what the deductible is in Texas for hail damage?
What's that?
$15,000, Chief. 15 G's, Chief. Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure 50 Cent can afford it, though.
Exactly.
I'm sure Joe Rogan can afford it.
Exactly. You know
I'm sure name some other celebrities that live out there.
Shane Gillis.
I'm sure. Ooh, Shane Gillis. You low down Drake whistleblower. You know he regrets it, right? He wishes he never said that.
What?
So Shane Gillis came out like 4 or 5 years ago and said Drake was next up on the pedophile list, and I heard they recovered the audio and was like,
yeah,
it resurfaced, if you will, and he's like, I wish I never said that.
I mean, Drake doesn't do himself any favors. He never did himself any favors.
As soon as he started painting his nails and putting barrettes in his hair, something was off.
What I would say long before that, right? Because this is what I said, right? I was trying to make a point the other day where I said Drake talks to these young celebrities because I think he can empathize being a young celebrity, right? A young entertainer starting out. And I said, much like Michael Jackson. But then to do that, you have to get the same allegations as Michael Jackson.
It comes with a cost.
It comes with a cost, man.
You can help the kids, but you have to have certain
92 layers in between.
Exactly. It has to be in a certain way.
Yeah.
You can't even get your hair braided by kids these days.
Or unbraided.
Or unbraided. If you're a teacher. There has to be certain checks and balances. There has to be certain permission slips.
You know
what I'm saying? There has to be releases signed.
Exactly, man. You know what I'm saying?
NDAs. Whoa, not NDAs. What I mean to say is
I mean, we need chaperones. It has to be done in a public place, man.
Exactly.
You go talk to kids, man. You know
just don't put it on TikTok or you're sure to get fired. What is Drake doing even signing a 6-year-old's poster of himself?
Yeah, man. Listen, man, it's a windfall of allegations now, man. Because once one of them kind of checks out, everything you're guilty of everything else.
You're guilty of everything else.
That's the court of public opinion is a motherfucker nowadays.
It is, as it should be, because a lot of people fell through the cracks. But there's a certain thing. I always say overcorrection shouldn't be the case.
Yeah.
But in this case, I don't feel like they're overcorrecting anything yet.
What do you mean?
As far as like in the comments, you got people who are going overboard. But I'm saying overall court of public opinion, it's not like they're whipping Diddy naked through the streets or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Pause. No Diddy. You know what
I meant Shane.
Flogging. Yeah, I guess.
Flogging. Whoa, brother. I don't know that side of things, bro.
I missed that day, brother. I missed that lesson. But yeah, no, I mean,
I'm saying like Diddy's getting the appropriate amount of backlash.
Diddy is getting he's getting the appropriate amount of backlash.
Now he is. Drake is getting the appropriate amount of side eyes. Like, hey, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Hey, brother. Hey, what is this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't think anything's going overboard. Speaking of which, how do you feel about the post-battle responses and actions from one young do right and kill everything?
Yes. Listen, I feel like so we kind of talked about this on another podcast, Podcrack. Shout out Podcrack. Listen, so you have three streams, if you will. You know what I'm saying? You look at beef, you look at the outcomes of beef, you look at the aftermaths of beef in a certain way, and you could take the Meek Mill route, and you could forever be a meme. You know what I'm saying? You could be the running gag punchline of a joke from here until forever, right? You could be Ja Rule. You could be tricked out of your bread and butter.
Let somebody else take your lane.
Let somebody else, the person dissing you out of this lane, step into that lane, and then now you have to make fucking street singles and shit, which ain't gonna work because that wasn't what you were doing. You know what I'm saying? Or you could do the Jay-Z route, which is, listen, I lost. We all had a good laugh,
but he cheated. And then essentially, you know what I mean? Because he cheated, it just evens it up for me. Because I learned a lesson in defeat.
Yeah. And then, but you got to come back quickly, right? With new material, you got to come back with something. You know, for Jay-Z, that was a long time ago, so it was a different age. So you know, September 11th, Blueprint came out, right? September 11th, 2001. You know what I mean? By November of 2002, you had Blueprint 2.
Sir, did you just mention September 11th?
We'll never forget. I'll never forget, brother.
And not give recognition to those who lost their lives.
Proud to be an American, weirdly. But no. Yeah, but he had to come back right away, right? And for him, it was a half a year later, right? But you can't do that now. Like you leave for a half a year now.
It looks like not only did you leave, you also are pusillanimous.
Yeah, absolutely pusillanimous, but it looks like you're unalive. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You were out there, it's a wrap for you. So Drake had to come back. Jcole had to come. He had to resurface.
That's where I gotta stop you, brother.
Well, yes, sir.
Drake didn't have to come back.
Yeah, he did.
To me, Drake should have took at least 6 months off.
Nah, bro. That's the death kiss, brother.
I don't think so. Yeah, I think for him, this block is still hot, man. The block is hot. I keep trying to tell people this. What's the man's name? Paul's favorite comedian that talks about animals. No, the new bald guy, Tony, whatever his name is.
Paul has another favorite comedian?
Yes, from All Def Digital, to say he's tired of not like us.
Tony Baker.
Yeah, contrary to Tony Baker.
Yeah.
Statements that he's tired of the song.
Yeah.
Not Like Us came out 3 weeks ago.
Right.
And you're already putting out a new song?
You got to strike.
Not Like Us is still on the charts.
However, though, this is what I will say, man. Right? Wrong person to put a song out with, Sexy Red, because I tried to go listen to the song. Sexy Red didn't even take it serious. In the annals of fucking her catalog, this is trash by her standards.
Okay,
which
so
is hard to do.
We're podcracking right now.
Okay,
let's slow down.
Okay.
The question here is: did Drake wait long enough to put out a new verse? Did the quickness with which he put out that new verse hurt the eyes by which we judge his music, or did he do the right thing and he just failed to accomplish a great verse?
Listen, I think this is what I'll say. I say Drake clearly lost.
Yes.
Right? You can't argue it. Even if people try, it's inarguable. It is a fact. Right. I think the verse with Sexy Red accomplishes a couple things. Number one, you have this beat out here that is, I'm not gonna say killing him, but it's something. It's a
constant reminder of his L.
Yeah,
and it's a constant source of enjoyment and laughter at Drake, not with him,
at his expense. But no one has got on it. No one of note has used it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a beat out there. It's a very popular beat that no one is using. And I think if he himself takes that and tries to subvert expectations and tries to say, hey, look, guys, I'm part of the joke as well.
I think that would have been funny if he took BBL Drizzy, put out by Young Metro.
Yeah.
If he would have dropped on it maybe 3 days later, a week later, yes. But it's been almost a month now.
Hold on now. But you can't say that the Kendrick song is recent, but for Drake to get on BBL Drizzy has been way too long.
Here's the differences, right? It seems like this is like, okay, guys, I'll put a verse on there. Like the people, this is the reason why I think, people who were saying, oh, Kendrick got all his bars from Twitter, or Drake just read Twitter and just used all their excuses.
Yeah.
Like there's only so many ideas in the world.
Exactly.
People are going to have, concurrent thinking.
Yeah.
So as soon as the beat dropped, 1 billion tweets came out that Drake should just rap over the beat.
Yeah.
And then you put it out. Yeah, you put it out. I wasn't aware of that. I think BBL Drizzy came out like April sometime. Am I right?
I mean, it was probably the same. I think it was the same day as Not Like Us.
No.
Yeah.
What? No.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
BBL Drizzy?
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but it felt like that one was out for a lot longer.
Uh-uh.
So maybe I'm wrong. But the point that I'm making is, though, the time for that passed. Like, you need to ignore that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's like him. What if it wasn't BBL Drizzy? What if you were mixed in one of Kendrick's songs?
Once again, okay. So here's my thing, right? The song sucked. The Sexy Red part. And he doesn't come on until halfway through the song.
And okay, so let's just talk about that.
Yeah.
That's a Drake thing.
Yeah.
Shout outs to JB the Block Boy, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He is not a good rapper.
Right.
He put out a dance that got him popping.
Yeah.
He could barely rap on beat.
Exactly.
And then Drake did a song with him because he was popping.
Yeah.
This is exactly what Kendrick was talking about. This is what we all talking about. He's a wave riding sack hopper. And so when you wave ride sack hop and you're the number one dude in the game, it starts to make you, at a certain point when people start noticing, that it makes you look lesser than you are. So he jumped on this Sexy Red train a couple of months ago because Sexy Red is popping right now.
Right.
But she's clearly not. Even her own fan, even she will tell you she's not a good artist.
Yeah, well, that's true.
So why, if you're the number one artist on earth, would you jump on a song with her? Especially after Kendrick just used that as a tactic to show how trash you are.
You believe you see two bad bitches. Now, but there's a train of thought that says that part of her budget, right? There's a thought out there that part of her budget is Drake. Like Drake is going to be part of her rollouts. He's going to be in her videos. He's going to be in.
Are you saying that they're paying Drake for this? Are you saying that Sexy Red's team has said, okay, we need a studio time. Check. We need some Red Hot Cheetos.
Yeah, exactly.
we need some
undefined ointment.
We need some crab legs.
Exactly.
Some Plan Bs. I guess not no more. I guess they didn't have that one in the budget.
It would have been triplets. You know what I'm saying? You would have left the Plan Bs out.
Some Collectively on fucking hair weave.
That's on her rider.
Bright red, dude.
Yeah, they can lead nails, all
that
shit. Yeah.
And then they put Drake.
Yes.
How much? Like, no, they can't afford Drake. Drake is doing this as a favor.
My nigga, she has. Who is she signed to? Nigga? She signed to somebody big, but they can afford it, man.
She must be signed to Cash Money or
to the
Jay Prince.
Jazz Prince.
Because I don't understand how you afford Drake. That's why they call it the Drake stimulus package.
Yeah.
Like, he's doing all that for free for the free pub because you can't really pay him.
Yeah. But okay, so here's the question though, right? Like you brought up JB Blockboy. That's a good question is, so it looked a little lonely out here, man. It looked a little lonely out here for Drake, man. In the little 20v1.
It's very lonely. I didn't hear tell Yachty he don't even turn his fucking mic on. And obviously. I like usually you know what I'm saying? What's the man's name? The boy he just did a joint album with.
Oh, 21 Savage.
21 Savage is usually quick to defend his friends because he's about the action.
Right.
But he was torn because two of his friends beefing with each other. Right. So he didn't say nothing.
He didn't say nothing. But here's my thing. So to call him,
are those the people you want to call on?
Not at all. Right. Not at all.
So you call on Sexy Red?
Yeah, listen, man.
That says a lot about Drake.
Yeah, man. But so he's to call him a wave riding sack hopper is a little disingenuous.
Is he not though?
Yes, but has everybody that's been at the top not been a wave riding sack hopper?
Give me 2 examples of the wave riding sack hopness.
My nigga, have you ever heard of a rapper named Young Chris?
Young C?
Yeah.
The youngest from State P?
Yes, the same. Have you ever heard of Jay-Z?
Jiggy Man.
Yeah.
Hova.
Yeah. Ace Izzo.
I believe so.
Yeah. My nigga, now imagine if you will.
Yes.
Young Chris had a flow.
Uh-huh.
Imagine if you will. Jay-Z then had that same flow.
Okay. Is that wave riding sack hopping?
Yes.
Or is that because here's the difference, right? Jay-Z signed these people.
Yes. Why did he sign them?
Because they were dope artists.
Yes.
I mean, that's just how music works.
Yeah.
He had a viable label.
Yeah.
In fact, you could say he had one of the greatest labels of all time.
Arguable. Very, very arguable. But
that went on to turn into Rock Nation that turned to even a bigger
conglomerate.
Yes. Deeper, darker criminal link.
Exactly.
But my reason why I'm saying this is he signed a hot artist.
Yeah.
That hot artist had a hot style.
Yeah.
And he used the artist's style.
Yeah.
However, he did feature that artist all over his own music, and he got that artist a platinum album. Now, I'm not saying Jay-Z himself did it, but go back and listen to that
Jay-Z
album.
effect.
Exactly. It definitely was.
The Young Guns,
And not only that, Jay-Z did it. Beanie Siegel, Freeway.
Right.
Memphis Bleak has, you know what I mean? So, and you can't say Jay-Z has jumped all.
I'm not, but okay, so this, what I'm saying is effectively that, right? In a new era.
Yes.
So instead of, I'm just going to sign all the hottest people and then I'm going to take a little bit from here, take a little bit from there, and then.
But I'm going to give back, is the thing. I'm going to take a little bit and I'm going to give back.
So they don't benefit the people that Drake.
Where's JB the Block Boy right now?
Did he benefit though?
Where is I Love McConan right now?
I have no idea. Nigga, on witness protection, obviously. But what I'm saying is, so that's the difference, right?
Where's the third member from?
Nigga, where's Young Chris right now?
The Migos right now.
Wait a second.
Too soon.
I'll never forget.
Too soon, man.
And I'm proud to be an amigo, where at least I know I tried.
That's not what I meant.
Yeah, okay, all right, man. Clean it up.
That's what I meant. I'm not going to.
Clean it up, man. Versace, mama. So, but no, yeah. But when you're signed to them, obviously, yeah, there's more of a responsibility to these people.
Yes.
Right? So Drake, once again, he used steroids to do the let me take a little bit from you, give you a little bit back.
What is he giving back exactly? His presence?
What some of these people you wouldn't know.
No, this is the reason why he's the wave hopping sack boy.
Yeah.
Right? Jay-Z, I wouldn't know who Young Chris is.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Jay-Z.
Right.
Or what have you.
Yeah.
I knew who Sexy Red was.
Yeah.
I knew who JB the Block Boy was. I knew who the Migos was. And then Drake knew them and said, wait a minute, everybody knows who he is. We're riding sack hopping time. So go wave riding sack hopping.
So yeah, there's a slick way you can do it, and then there's an overtly, come on, my nigga. There's that type of way you can do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Take Care, Drake putting Weeknd on the album. I didn't know Weeknd.
Okay, he tried to sign the Weeknd. He tried to do that one the right way.
Yeah,
and the Weeknd peeped the game.
Yeah,
and said, "Wait a minute, I can see that you're going to turn me into Party Next Door."
Yeah.
An artist that everybody knows, but nobody really knows.
I'm gonna go missing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then he said, "Nah, that's okay. I'll do my own."
Exactly. Shit. So once again, there's a respectable way you could do it, and then there's a very unrespectable way you could do it. Right. So now Drake chooses to do it the unrespectable way, but it's a game as old as time, though.
Do you think the Weeknd kind of taught him to do it the unrespectable way?
I think. But this is what I'll say, man. Like, there was an expiration date for the Young Guns. There was an expiration date for Freeway. There was an expiration date just to stay with the Jay-Z thing, right? Yeah. I'll never forget the XXL album cover when Jay-Z took over Def Jam, and you had he was in the Oval Office, and there was a fold-out cover, and you had all of these people. You had P.D. Crack, you had Tierra Marie, it was the new Rockefeller, right? It was the post-Dame Rockefeller. But once you have these people, right, and once that expiration, once the milk is gone bad, they're just sitting on your label. I think there's an interesting way to do that where it says you take all of the benefits and none of the liability.
Yes, yeah. And I would say that Jay-Z has never purported to be anything other than a hustler.
Yeah.
And I think the problem is those artists thought they were a family.
Exactly.
They thought they were a gang.
Yeah.
And they thought loyalty over everything is what it meant. But I just watched almost every episode of Could Have Been Records, man. And it's, you know, all those people on that show are schizotypical, but it goes to show you, if you believe that anybody whose bottom line is to get money, if you work for Coca-Cola, if you work for Allstate, and you think they really care about you,
they do not.
They do not. And Jay-Z did not really care about
Absolutely.
At all. He only cared in so much as how much money they can make. Yeah. And then he met a young Rihanna, no allegations. No allegations.
Yeah.
He met a young Rihanna and saw nothing but dollar signs. He saw the success Kanye had and was like, let's put our attention into those people.
Yeah.
Because that's where the money is. And then Redman and all these other Def Jam staples had to move on. And then unfortunately, even though I believe there was still tread left on PD Crack and Freeway and Young Chris especially, he just wasn't in the rap business anymore.
Exactly.
Because what do I need 16 rappers for when I have the two best rappers in myself and Kanye West, with the two biggest artists right now other than 50 Cent and maybe Eminem, who took a hiatus at the time. So he said to himself, he made a business decision.
Which makes sense. But see, it makes sense, but it's not honorable. No, it's not honorable.
But is business in America honorable?
You know what I'm saying? So, and this is my thing that I shoot with Drake, right? This is the bail that I shoot him. You know what I mean? he So Far Gone came out 08, 09, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
It is now 2024, right? We've never seen a run like this before. And maybe never again. Or I don't know, because that's the kind of the way that they do people now. Like I can't tell you 5 Taylor Swift songs, but I know she is hotter than fish grease. I know it. Right?
Yeah.
So when somebody is up there and in that place, it's easier just keep them in that place, and we'll give you the hits, we'll do the things.
And that's the problem that I have with the way Ryan Sack hopping.
Yeah. But once again, it's desperate now because once again, you're in way past the time that you should have been here. And so now it's not like, hey, I give you a little bit, you give me a little bit. There's a symbiosis with it. Like now it's, please, nigga, I just need one more hit. Just one more. You know what I'm saying? It's so, I can feel it.
Drake need a hit. Drake need a hit like a crackhead need a hit.
Yeah. So, but you can hear it in this last album, man. It's almost over, bro.
He went, it's almost over because he went and got Yachty to write music for him.
Yeah.
That is insanity
to
me. But okay. So just to put the focus on this one verse. The flow, I'm gonna be straight honest with you. I haven't even heard the whole entire song.
Right.
I have only heard the snippet of Drake rapping.
You might want to do a reaction to that song.
I think I am. I think I'm going to go line by line.
Yeah.
Just
I'm talking about the Sexy Red.
Oh, I'm gonna do the whole thing.
Oh yeah, all right.
Because I've been waiting to go into a horror rap. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want it in my schools. I don't want it in my churches. I don't want it in my synagogues. Get this horror rap out of town.
Get this horror rap out of my country and out of my life. But yeah, so I'm gonna go through, but I just heard Drake's portion of it.
Yeah.
And listening to the flow the first time, I was like, okay, he's rapping.
Yeah.
That's probably the best flow I've heard on BBL Trizzy.
Yeah.
But then I realized the reason why other people weren't having the greatest versions of the song because they were actually trying to say things in it. They was actually trying to.
Yeah.
This man was barely rhyming words.
Yeah.
He was barely rhyming words. I don't know if he put this together on his way somewhere. I don't know if he didn't have time to give it to his ghostwriter.
Yeah.
Or what, but like that verse is objectively one of his worst of the past like 5-6 years.
But I will make the case it's better than Jcole's post beef.
Jcole.
Jcole, it's over for you.
You were firmly
You were arguable.
Is this not like he's basically cannabis?
Yes.
That's basically what happened with cannabis.
Yeah. No, this is exactly what happened with cannabis.
It just took, because nowadays nobody ever goes away. It just took way longer than what it took for cannabis to get exposed.
Yeah.
Like Cole, you had your spot solidified.
Yeah.
No rapper wants it with me. All you had to do was just not get involved.
Bro, you were going, oh my God, nigga, you talk about unprecedented runs. He was showing up in places that you were like, he's with who? And demolishing, kicking niggas' heads in.
You had all the goodwill on earth.
My nigga, this man in a span of 6 months, right? And I'm guessing because you never know how shit takes place anymore. But you had a verse with Yachty, you had a verse with Gucci, you had a verse with Lil Durk, you had some nigga
verse with Benny.
With Benny, my nigga, and you was kicking niggas' heads in respectably. You know what I'm saying? But everybody from who's anybody would say, nigga, here, nigga, please take these 20 bars, nigga, of my song and just go off, my nigga.
It's amazing.
And nigga, you pusillanimous, my nigga. And you all this goodwill that you gained, right? You have just pissed away.
Immediately. He had Jim Cornette, wrestling legend, 65-year-old, 70-year-old man.
Yeah.
Hear the story of what happened, and they mentioned J. Cole's part in it, and he said, "Oh, well, that guy's a pusillanimous." I said, "What?"
Yeah, listen. So this beef does a lot of things, right? It feeds a lot of families, right? Keeps a lot of lights on at record labels. But
what he turned my light on in my living room to do this podcast.
Exactly. You know what I mean? But what it does is anybody involved, tangentially connected to this thing, it puts a magnifying glass on you. So nobody, like, and Kendrick hadn't said a fucking thing, right? But
as he shouldn't,
right? Because they get right off into the sunset. But I believe that Jcole thought he could get out early enough where it wouldn't affect him. It definitely affects you, or say such flattering things that, oh my God, did you hear fucking like that? It's the greatest shit in the world. Nigga, he's my man. Take my chin right here, nigga. Punch me in my face. My nigga, no. My nigga, you look like a bitch.
Hold out. Straight up marked out.
You look like a bitch, my nigga.
And the funny part is Drake could have used you, man.
Yeah.
He could have used some help.
Yeah. He could have used a lot of help. But yeah.
Imagine if they would have remixed first person shooter mode. And just called it target practice,
my nigga,
and just went in on Kendrick,
my nigga. It to me, and then I heard the little thing that said, Schoolboy Q hit Cole up and said, "Hey, bro, you don't want this. Fuck that."
He should say, "Hey, tell Kendrick keep my name out his fucking mouth." And he don't want this.
Yeah, exactly, man.
That's how you supposed to do that.
Yes.
What happened to any rapper who wants it can get it?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because once
you were lying to me, J. Cole.
If you are in that conversation at the top, my nigga, you can't, even if it's the most respectable reason in the world, right? Like a lot of times I give J. Cole the bail of, hey, I believe. Now I don't know any of these people personally. I believe him and Kendrick to be actual friends. Right, and I don't believe all these niggas that be hugged up in videos and pictures and shit together. I don't believe none of that shit. But I believe him and Kendrick to actually be friends. However, nigga, you didn't want the deal. You didn't want that hand of cards. Those are the cards you was dealt. Kill this nigga.
Exactly. It's like you don't get to pick and choose.
Yeah.
As a rapper from that ilk, I would expect this from Lil Durk.
Yeah.
I'd expect this from. What's his nigga? But yeah, the Lil Uzi Vert.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'd expect this from Little Gender Fluid Vert.
Yeah,
not J. Cole, man.
Yeah, listen. God bless the dead. What's the white boy? What's the white boy name?
Mac Miller. Yeah.
Yeah. When Control came out and Kendrick said, "I don't want to hear another noun and verb from you niggas or whatever," blah blah blah. He came out and said, "Well, I'll just use adjectives," and I was like. You can do that.
Yeah.
You can do that. Once again, he's not that upper echelon, that rarefied air. When you get into that rarefied air, if smoke comes your way, my nigga, you better have a chimney ready, my nigga.
Look, Big Sean was on the song.
Yeah.
He's been beefing with Kendrick ever since.
Exactly.
And J. Cole, you don't get to grow your hair out and escape that, man. Especially talking that spicy. I don't want to do too much on J. Cole.
Yeah.
You know you put Solanamus. You chose that lane, and now you put out a verse, and it's so far below what we're used to from you that it's almost disgusting. Like, far be it a time where you consider one of the best rappers of all time, and you put out one verse, and everybody's like, what is this trash? You got white girls on TikTok laughing at you.
Clowning you. Like,
laughing at you.
Yeah, and that's that's the issue with this being the incursion event, this focal point where all the streams have, you know what I'm saying, converged.
All the streams have converged.
Yeah, man, like, you don't only get to say, yeah, nigga, I'm not, maybe I won't look right in hip hop's eyes for a little while. You don't look right in the world's eyes.
The world's eyes. That was clear. I don't know why.
Political commentators, wrestling aficionados, anybody. I saw a nigga dressed up as Gandalf the other day interviewing people about who won, Kendrick or fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
J. Cole didn't win. That's who didn't win. I'm a fan of both of those guys, but J. Cole, man, that guy, he's a coward.
That's what I'm saying, man.
And even the little J. Cole bail train where everybody tried to get it. He's so smart for not getting involved. J. Cole's somewhere on the island right now. Nah, you released your first song and the world was looking for some bars.
Yeah.
But you are barred from saying I'm the best.
No, you can't. You're not even in that conversation.
You barred for saying anything about violence or I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is hip hop. Violence is a crutch.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like, if you run out of things to say, talk about how you'll lyrically break someone's neck or shoot somebody or something like that. It's easy to do. You are barred from that.
Yeah,
Drizzy has more street cred at that point, which is insane.
Which is a crazy conversation.
He's insane.
Yeah, it's a crazy notion. But still, like, Drake got pieced up, but listen, you know what I mean? Now, he still was trying to do this 20v1 talk. No, my nigga, fuck everybody else. Focus on this nigga. But still,
here's the thing, though. What's crazy is what's never going to get really talked about in the annals is he killed the other 19. Drake murdered the other 19.
19 is quiet for y'all.
I'm a fan of ASAP. Yeah. Don't even turn your mic on.
Yeah, turn off your microphones.
He roasted you to a T.
Yeah.
He roasted, toasted, burnt to a crisp. Man. Don't even turn your microphone on, brother. But Rick Ross, just chill out, Rick.
Yeah.
Just chill out. Joe Budden, keep podcasting, my nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fucking
Abel. Who'd you say?
Weekend.
Yeah, Abel. Hey, keep it falsetto, brother. Keep it up. Matter of fact, keep it on the streets. That's where you better off there.
So he had nigga Kanye.
Nah. Nobody asked you. Kanye. Nobody asked you. Stick it with the Nazis, brother.
But yeah, so but once again, yes, that man has proven that he has a little bit more, safe room than fucking Jcole. I think he has a little bit more conversational room than Jcole, man, which is sad, which is a very sad notion.
It's very sad. Jcole, we all believed in you.
You let us all down.
You
thought you let Nas down?
You let everybody down.
You let everybody down, bro.